was, what is the fastest way to make sales right now? And it's a good question. A lot of people are wondering this in these times, because we are feeling the pressure with inflation. Here in the UK, it's pretty bad at the moment. And I know it's the case in a lot of other places. So in terms of wanting to make money now, we want to do a little bit of and I know you guys hate me for being such a data geek, but we got to look at the data for this, okay? So if you are already in business, which I know you are, who was asked this question, if you are already in business, you have products to sell, we want to be all in on marketing for one. We don't want to be spending too much time on product development and other things. We want to be all in on the marketing. And what we want to do is have a look at that data and see where our biggest opportunities are. To give you an idea of what this might be. So for instance, I know all of you have got some social media followers. So you want to have a look and think, okay, so have these social media followers been clicking through to my website? That's the first thing you want to look at. And a lot of people, they think, oh, I'm not making sales, I need a bigger audience. That's not really the case, because even people with just a few hundred followers are making sales every month. I tested a new account out doing this, and with just a few hundred followers, I could make quite a decent amount of sales and cash, more importantly, right? So it's not about how many followers you have. So please get that out of your mind. I think this misconceptions come in because a lot of people are following strategy meant for influencers. Influencers do need a big following because their rate is essentially directly tied to how many followers they have. But as a fashion brand, you don't work that way. You just need the sales, essentially. You don't need to have a big following. So rather than focusing your attention on getting new followers, focus on the followers that you already have. And followers could be social media channels, but it could also be an email list as well. Email is really, really powerful. So I would have a look and see how many people who are already in your world, already know who you are, how many of those are taking the action to go to your website. And if it's a really, really small amount, then we know that we need to work on that social media or that email and making those more compelling so people want to click through. So often I see people posting stuff just because they want to jump on a viral trend, or just because they want to, post something cute because it gets a lot of likes, but likes don't pay the bills. Okay. So have a look at what you've been posting or what you've been emailing and thinking to yourself, does this actually give people a compelling reason to click over to my website? So that's your first thing. If you are actually finding that a lot of people are clicking through to your website, websites these days have a ton of information on what people are doing. So have a look at that information and see how many people are clicking onto a product page, how many people are looking at that product page and then leaving, how many people are adding to cart and then not checking out. And you can look at that information and see, perhaps you'll think, wow, a lot of people are adding stuff to their cart, but they're not checking out. And then you can have a look, well, what is wrong with my checkout page? A common problem I see with checkout pages is things aren't looking very safe and secure. People often want a PayPal option, for example, because they feel more secure with that. Another thing might be if you put on a big tax or shipping cost, which is a surprise at the checkout, and then people are like, well, I wasn't banking on that. Now I can't afford it. So looking into the data, I know it sounds really dull, but it can really give you all of the answers that you're looking for. You don't even need to, work with someone one-on-one to do this. Although I know some of you are working with me one-on-one to do this because it's easier. But honestly, just getting into that habit of looking into the data, seeing where you're losing people, and then fixing that is the fastest way to make money right now, because you're not having to find somebody new, get them to like you, get them to trust you, and then go and buy from you, because you've already got this audience of people who know you. And, if they're still following you, they must like you, else, you don't follow people you don't like, right? So that is actually the fastest way to make sales, not to go out searching for new customers, because that's going to take a little bit longer. So you really want to focus in right now on the people that you have already. Okay.